Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Saturday. Got the public betting guide for all the major sports today, so be sure to like and subscribe. Check out all my betting links in the description below to get in on the action. Go ahead, turn on those notification bells. Yeah, we'll hop in it. Uh, Start with the NBA, Bucks and Magic. 73% of the money on the Bucks minus 3.5. 67% of the bets are on that over 231.5. And then 80% of the bets are on the Bucks money line. Raptors and Celtics, 54% of the money on the Raptors plus 8, 53% of the money on that over 221.5. Heat and Hawks, 82% of the money on the Hawks minus 4.5, 96% of the money on that over 228.5, and then 71% of the bets are on the Hawks money line. Cavs and Warriors, 88% of the money on the Warriors minus 4, 59% of the money on that under 223.5, and then 89% of the money on the Cavs money line. NHL, we got the Blue Jackets and Red Wings. 72% of the bets are on the Red Wings minus 1.5, 57% of the money on that over 6.5, and then 62% of the money on the Red Wings money line. Stars and Jets, 60% of the bets are on the Stars minus 1.5, 92% of the money on that over 5.5, then 67% of the money on the Stars money line. Bruins and Canadians, 94% of the money on the Bruins minus 1.5, and then 88% of the money on the Canadians money line. Flames and Senators, 86% of the bets are on the Senators money line. Canucks Maple Leafs, we got 97% of the money on the Canucks money line here. Lightning and Hurricanes, 64% of the money on the Hurricanes money line. Sabres and Penguins, 75% of the bets are on the Sabres plus 1.5. 60% of the bets are on that Penguins money line. Capitals and Islanders, 75% of the bets are on the Islanders minus 1.5. And then 94% of the money on the Capitals money line. Coyotes and Predators, 60% of the bets are on the under 6. And then 59% of the money on the Coyotes money line. Blues and Avalanche, 64% of the money on the Avalanche money line. Oilers and Kraken, 88% of the money on the Oilers minus 1.5, 56% of the money on that over 6.5, and then 98% of the money on the Oilers money line. And then the Flyers and Kings, 57% of the money on the Kings minus 1.5, and then 85% of the money on the Kings money line. And they'll go over some college football here. Just try and find some ranked games. Michigan, Penn State, 70% of the money on Michigan minus 4.5, 58% of the money on that over 45.5, and then 64% of the money on Michigan money line. Texas Tech and Kansas, 68% of the money on Texas Tech plus 4.5, 97% of the money on that over 61.5, and then 88% of the money on Texas Tech money line. Bama and Kentucky, 59% of the money on Kentucky plus 10.5, 91% of the money on the under 47, and then 93% of the money on Bama money line. Tulsa Tulane, 53% of the money on Tulane minus 24, 63% of the money on that over 53, and then 51% of the money on Tulsa money line. Liberty Old Dominion, 59% of the money on Liberty minus 12.5, 66% of the money on that under 59.5, and then 86% of the money on Old Dominion money line. Arizona, Colorado, 78% of the money on Arizona minus 10.5, 75% of the money on the over 54.5, and then 83% of the money on Arizona money line. Let's see. Oklahoma State, UCF, 58% of the money on UCF plus 2.5, 91% of the money on that over 65.5, and then 58% of the money on Oklahoma State money line. Tennessee, Missouri, 54% of the money on Tennessee minus 2.5, 70% of the money on the over 57.5, and then 89% of the money on Tennessee money line. Utah, Washington, 69% of the money on Washington minus 8.5, 74% of the money on that under 49, and then 70% of the money on Utah money line. Miami and Florida State, 72% of the money on Miami plus 14.5, 92% of the money on that over 51, and then 97% of the money on Miami money line. Oregon State Cal, 72% of the money on Oregon State minus 21.5, 98% of the money on that under 52, and then 53% of the money on Stanford money line. Oklahoma, West Virginia, 54% of the money on Oklahoma minus 11, 88% of the money on that over 59.5, and then 98% of the money on West Virginia money line. Ole Miss, Georgia, 74% of the money on Georgia minus 10.5, 89% of the money on that over 58.5, and then 57% of the money on Georgia money line. And that's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Saturday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Sunday. Have a good one.